Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about everything we saw at Sea Otter and all the cool stuff as well. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, we just spent the last weekend from Wednesday to Sunday at the Sea Otter Classic. You never heard of the Sea Otter Classic? It is the world's largest cycling festival in Monterey, California. It is amazing at Laguna Seca Raceway. You will see the most brands, the most people, the most riding you'll ever see in your life all in this one place. Pretty awesome. Honestly, bucket list place. If you've never been there, you want to be a place where you get to talk to all the brands out there, be around thousands of other cyclists just like you. The Sea Otter Classic, somewhere you gotta go. This is my fourth year going. Now, this is crazy. 4 years going to the Sea Otter Classic, and every year there is something new. So, today what we're talking about, we're just gonna talk about some of the highlights from the Sea Otter Classic that I saw while I was there that really either kind of shocked me or some of the big things that were out there this year. So, number one, I think the biggest thing we all saw was 32-inch wheels. They're gonna be a thing. They are very much so gonna be a thing. I think pretty much every tire manufacturer that was there had a 32-inch tire on display, on showcase. As well as most of the bike brands had a 32-inch wheel bike on display, showing different ways that they can make a 32-inch wheel work, kind of with different heights of people. Salsa was by far one of the coolest ones I think I saw, because it had a design of the frame that allowed shorter people to fit on a 32-inch wheel bike. Because obviously the larger wheel you get, the higher the standover is, the taller the bike has to be, making it kind of difficult for shorter people to kind of get on that bike. You know, if you look at way back when 27.5 and 29 kind of first came around, you saw 29ers were for taller people, 27.5s were for the shorter people. So really kind of cool that Salsa is making kind of that difference there and kind of designing a frame that's capable of kind of handling all sorts of different size people on just one single frame. So kind of cool how that's happening there. But 32-inch wheels, they're coming. They're out there. They're coming. You will see them more common coming soon because, yeah, I did not expect to see that as much as I did while I was there. Second thing I'd say was out there this year was tire removal and tire installation tools. And you might be like, well, that's kind of a weird thing to say. Well, you know, we've all been using tire levers for forever. And tire levers do their job. They do it pretty well. However, once you get into like tubeless inserts, tire levers, it can be a pain in the butt on certain tires to get that tire installed. With that tubeless insert on there, with tight tires, it's kind of a bit of a pain. So I saw two different mechanisms out there. Cushcore had one that was kind of more of a, it's kind of a shop tool, but also something, a daily person could use. Makes it really easy to use just with a simple trash can. Put the wheel on a trash can, spin the arm around, and just like an automotive tire machine, can seat and unseat a tire in like 15 seconds. It was pretty incredible, and honestly made me a little jealous because I had just set this up and it took me about 30 minutes a tire. So I was kind of impressed by that. That seemed to be pretty good. And then there's the other company that I saw. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but obviously you guys will see it on the screen. But they kind of made more of a solid workbench mounted version. That was, I would say, more visually in line with like an automotive tire changer, and it worked the same similar way. Really makes it easy to install and to remove and install tires all day, every day. Which, I mean, that one I would say is going to be more of like your shop specific tool where, yeah, you're doing tires day in, day out. You want to save your thumbs. Some are tight, some are loose. You want to be able to do every size. That's kind of the one that I would go with if you're going for a shop setup. If you're kind of looking for even kind of a simple shop setup where you're kind of focused on doing tougher tires is kind of where you're struggling the most, or if you're at home. The Cushcore one is kind of more what I would be looking at kind of as a home shop kind of use setup there. Another thing that was kind of big that I saw at multiple different tire companies this year was radial tires. So that's kind of a new thing for bicycles. So that's kind of been a thing in cars for at least a while now. Radial tires is kind of the big thing. Radial tires on cars, trailers. It's kind of that's kind of a different thing. And what that pretty much allows you to do, kind of the basis of it, is allows you to run a higher pressure, but still have the benefits of a lower pressure in the tire. With the trade-off of it weighing a little bit more and rolling a little slower, it kind of makes it that perfect tire for downhill gravity guys and even some all-mountain guys. That's kind of where these radial tires are going to kind of fit in. I saw a few of those, and who knows, maybe we'll get one of those as a demo unit. We can test one of those out, see what kind of difference that makes. Something that's very interesting to me is just tires. There's so many different tires out there, and it's kind of cool to see the different constructions out there and what kind of a difference they make for all of us out there riding. Of course, we talked to some of our buddies out there, so we talked to our guys over at Kenda again. They have kind of extended the range on their gravel tires, made them into a little bit wider, so you can get those in a wider width, which is pretty nice. Kind of the way things are going, wider width gravel tires. And then, of course, they have their brand new cross-country tire, the Dagger, which hopefully we get our hands on here soon, and we can try that thing out. It's pretty much as a replacement to the Booster, which we have tested and what's actually on my Superfly right now. The Dagger is essentially a little bit more of, it's got some different things to it. A little bit more aggressive of a tire. However, it still rolls just as fast as the Booster does. So I'm really looking forward to testing that one out. We went over and talked to our buddies over at Saurus. We got a rack test out from them. We got their super clamp rack. They had 3 brand new racks there at Sea Otter, which is pretty awesome. We're going to be testing out the super clamp here on the channel. It is a nice 4-bike rack, no frame contact. Should be a really nice rack to test out and review and just be able to use, I think, for families. Kind of where the big thing that one's going to be focused on. So, looking forward to that. We talked to our buddies at Microshift. Microshift just came out with a brand new group set for mountain bikes, which is pretty crazy. That mountain bikes are getting a new group set. The Advent X setup has been around for a long time now. And while talking to them, they said the Advent X is their top selling group set, which is pretty crazy. But thinking about it more, I'm like, okay, that actually kind of makes sense because I've had a lot of bikes with Advent X on there. So a brand new mountain bike group set, totally different cassette design. Talking to Microshift there, they said if there was one thing to get away from that, one thing from that group set to get, it's going to be the cassette. That's going to be the biggest change you're going to be able to see. So I'm trying to get my hands on one of those cassettes. Of course, we got our friends over at Scratch Labs. Scratch Labs coming out with new flavors as well. That was kind of a big thing. There were a lot of different companies out there. A lot of new nutrition companies that have popped up in the past year or so that weren't there last year, but were there this year. And that was one of the things. I was like, some of these flavors and some of these drinks are actually pretty good. I kind of liked the taste of them. Kind of liked how they went down. So I have tons of flavor packets, and we're going to do something that we did a couple years ago, and we're going to be reviewing and comparing all the different drinks we got at Sea Otter, all the nutrition drinks, and see which one might be the best. See if there's something that tops my favorite Scratch Labs here, because there were so many different ones out there, and it's going to be interesting to see how they all line up side to side. So stay tuned for that video. We're going to be comparing every single drink mix that we saw at Sea Otter this year. See which one might be the best for you guys. All right, let's see who else had something cool that was new. We talked to Niner. So if you guys don't know Niner, so that's a bike brand. So it kind of started into the 29-inch wheels way back when and kind of stuck with 29-inch wheels ever since then. And that's kind of their focus. They've definitely been through some rough times kind of in the late, but they've kind of came back. They kind of came back with a big resurgence, I feel like, at Sea Otter this year. They have a brand new e-bike, brand new linkage. That thing's pretty sick. It's a beast of a bike. So they coming out with a brand new e-bike, e-mountain bike. That thing's going to be really, really cool to check out as it comes about. We chatted with the guys over at Mavic Wheels. Mavic Wheels has some great new wheels coming. We spy shotted a kind of a neat kind of carbon wheel that they had going on back there. A little bit above my price range, but some of you guys are kind of looking for that full carbon wheel with some carbon spokes. It's pretty sick. More info coming on that one soon, but that looked pretty cool. It's always kind of great. I mean, I rode Mavic wheels on the old Trek 1.2 that I sold recently. I rode those Mavic wheels and beat the heck out of them, and they still are working great. So I've kind of been a fan of Mavic wheels. They just do what they need to do. Got a good price point. Kind of hard to beat those guys there. We actually checked out a relatively new company while we were there. Their company name was Rockentor, I believe. And pretty much what they have is a lightweight, breathable pad system for protecting kind of your organs. The organs in your chest area, as well as kind of right in here. And it was very interesting. So racing BMX for the past, 6 months, a year, or something like that, I felt like, yeah, I need to get a little more padding. You know, it'd make me feel a little bit safer. As I get older, I don't heal the way I used to. Pretty much how that is now. I don't heal the way I used to. So having some nice padding is kind of something I've been kind of looking into. The problem with the padding I've seen is it's really thick stuff, and it's not very breathable. And that kind of makes it really tough to want to wear it, especially in the summertime here in Reno, where a lot of our riding happens in the summertime when it's 100 degrees, 90, 100 degrees, and you don't want to wear that padding because it's hot. It's kind of the big deal. So having an option out there that's some really breathable, lightweight padding out there, that's kind of nice. That's kind of really cool. So it's great being able to talk to them. I'm hoping to get my hands on a set of their padding so that way I can try it out. Actually let you guys know how it works in real life conditions, both BMX, mountain biking, let you know how that stuff works. I am really looking forward to that, just because that kind of beats the market on anything. I have yet to see a lightweight kind of chest protection as well as a back protection, kind of a modular system. I have yet to see something that I really felt like kind of fit the bill as something that was lightweight and protected you well. So I'm really looking forward to testing that out as well. We also caught up with our buddies at Pearl Izumi. They have their brand new Pro Black and then their Pro Red collections there. Kind of set up for their Pro Cyclist is where that kind of was. They had some different features to them, different kind of grippers to them, different feel to them, different kind of fabrics to them, different kind of a combination of fabrics that really made them feel fast is kind of the way I would put that. And with the Pro Black and the Pro Red, your Pro Black is essentially what their pro sponsored riders are riding. The Pro Red is kind of more of what a consumer would most of the time ride, I guess you could say, while incorporating a lot of the Pro Black features into it. So they have both of those offering this year. Really kind of nice kits. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on those and actually testing those out and seeing how they work. Again, I'm not like a super crazy fast rider, but I like a really good, comfortable kit. Pearl Izumi normally fits the bill on that really well. I'm looking forward to trying out their new Pro Black and the Pro Red kits. And I know we ran into more people than this. I'm trying to think. I'm doing this kind of off the top of my head, off of what I remember. And overall, it was a great Sea Otter. It was a great Sea Otter. We've talked to so many people. I got so many products to test and show you guys, kind of different things that I found at Sea Otter Classic this year that are just great. They do the job, they work really well, or there's something innovative that I've never seen before, and some of you guys might be interested in hearing as well. So if I didn't mention you guys and I talked to you at Sea Otter, I apologize, but I will talk about your product for sure in an upcoming video, because like I said, there was so much going on for this full 4 days of being at Sea Otter that, yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it was all incredible. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to some product reviews and kind of hearing more about the products I found at Sea Otter and some of the companies I found at Sea Otter. We'll be doing some more in-depth videos as the year goes on, and we kind of get those products in our hands, test them out, and I can tell you how I feel about them actually in use in my hands. If you guys enjoyed the video, or you thought it was entertaining, or maybe you learned something new, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.